Samuel L. Jackson. I don't even know if it's possible. 2, 1. Ah!
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Thanks for joining our live stream.
You're welcome.
For those who don't know me, I'm Keith Koenig, executive producer at Broadsword for the Star Wars: The Old Republic.
Nailed it.
What this means is I oversee all aspects of the
close
game,
one.
and I work with each team to make sure we're delivering on our vision. And today, I wanted to let you know what we've been up to since you last saw me. Think about this, right? Since the launch of Legacy of the Fifth, why did I stumble over that? Who knows, right? Early next, which we released.
It's
early
a hard
last
word
year,
to say.
We've
It's
released
true, though.
24 patches containing new stories, replayable content. We fixed a lot of bugs. Probably introduced some new ones, right? Yeah, get you guys laughing over here. And provided technical updates.
No,
that made the game
don't
better,
say that.
Like our 64-bit client, our launcher, right? And all the recent move all the way over to the cloud for all of our game servers. In today's stream, we'll introduce you to 7.4 called Chains in the Dark, and that the team has been working on since the launch of 7.3. We're excited to share the new stories, the features, and changes coming in this update.
Woof.
I know I'm reading the script, but you just bear with me for a second.
Well, that.
I
Yes,
know how
please
many
stick
people
to the
are wondering
script.
what's going up after 7.4, right? We get a lot of questions about what's happening up to 7.4. So basically this, we recently reviewed our roadmap within Broadsword and are already working on 7.4.1 through 7.6, all of which is slated to release over the next year or so. We're also defining all of the updates for 2025 and beyond, and we look forward to sharing more of that vision with you, and along with what's happening throughout the game. You'll be hearing from me fairly soon about that. I am going to turn it over to Jackie and Eric. I appreciate you being here, and thank you for playing Star Wars: The Old Republic, and we'll be right back.
Okay, we'll wait some more. Thank you for the update, Broadsword. Thanks for that. Okay. Yeah, lunch break. All right. Perfect. Mwah, perfect. I couldn't have scripted this myself so far. Oh man, oh buddy. Look at that. Look at that. Already over. A roadmap is something we haven't had in forever. Yeah, that's true. I mean, at least they told us that like they've already been planning out to like 7.4.6. Is that what he said? Hey, what up, Nick? We are taking a break from this live stream that's been live for all of about 60 seconds. But they went on lunch break after about 60 seconds. All the way to 7.6. Oh, okay. I thought they said 7.4.1 to 6. So I don't know if that means, okay, 7.4.1 to 7.6. Okay, he didn't word that very well. So I think what he said was 7.4.1 to 6. So I don't know if that's 7.4.6 or 7.6. I don't know. He didn't word it very well, but planned out to 7.6. Okay. That multiple people have are agreeing that that's what he was trying to say.
Isn't it so awesome hearing from Keith? I love it. So
it's Chimeri, man.
Hello, thank you everyone for joining us for the.
Tell me he doesn't look like Chimeri. Is that Chimeri? Like
Keith's doing it to you now too.
Oh my goodness.
That's it.
Oh
Keith,
my goodness.
Keith has pushed the boulder down the hill and it's all over. It's all over.
Oh Lord, I'm Jackie, one of your co-hosts for today.
I'm Eric Musco, lead game producer.
I'm community manager. So thank you all so much for joining us. We have a lot to talk about today.
There's googly eyes on the camera. They were not there yesterday.
That's Ashley's doing. They're just like right there.
I just noticed that.
It's amazing.
Yep.
It's like we're talking to an audience. If I'm looking down here, I'm looking at chat. So hello to everyone. Nice seeing everyone.
Wait.
We're just going to go
I need to be in
over
their chat. I need to
the
be in their
topics
chat.
for today. So a couple of notes before we head into that. We're going to be hearing from a variety of voices, again, per usual. Two of them, Joe and Brian's, are going to be through pre-recorded videos because they're not in the office with us.
Yep.
Okay.
And then also, we haven't done this before, but our mods are going to be
I've got their
giving
chat
out
put
some
up on the side
codes
too.
throughout the duration of the stream, and the codes can be redeemed, and they are
Codes!
the Mandalorian, the community Mandalorian jetpack mount.
Yeah!
Just keep your eyes on chat for some sweet Mandalorian jetpack.
See, they don't even have to do any updates. Just give us jetpacks, man. Perfect.
And for today.
Perfect.
So what's in this game update? Lots of stuff. So the new Chains in the Dark storyline, game update named after the storyline. So Ashley and Caitlin are going to walk you through this, but just a little sneak peek of it. So we're going to take you to a new place on Ord Mantell called Kessen's Landing. So this is a new landing zone on Ord Mantell. And you may be saying, but wait a minute, I play on the Empire. I can't go to Ord Mantell. Well, what if you could? So this is going to be something really cool for us. This is the first time that players on the Empire side will have the opportunity to go to Ord Mantell. So players of both factions are going to be returning during the main storyline to Ord Mantell. There's going to be new and returning characters that Ashley and Caitlin will walk you through. But not only that, on Ord Mantell, there's also going to be a brand new daily area for players to walk through. So all of the things that you can expect in a daily area, so repeatable missions, new rewards, etc., 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 and a new world boss for you to tackle while you're there as well. And again, Caitlin and Ashley will talk you through all of that when they're here to talk to you about that in a bit. Not just that, there's more.
Hey, what up, Cal?
I bet you're saying, and I think the couple.
Dude,
players
this is
that asked about
actually
this on the
that's
forums
actually
a
kind of
little while
cool.
ago, what has Lane been up to? Well, as you might imagine,
Nobody asked
trying
for
to
it really, but
unearth
that's
how
cool.
to rebuild a Basilisk War Droid is pretty hard. So you'll be able to
Mantell's
walk
awesome,
back up to
so.
Lane and ask her how that's been going. So she'll tell you all
Lane
about it.
Vizla's storyline. All right. Baby
Cinematic lighting
Basilisk.
improvements. You may say, what's that mean? Well, we're going to tell you about it, and we'll show you. And in fact, fun fact, that's actually been going on already. Little did you know. But we'll tell you about that in a bit. GTN revamp.
What does that mean?
Yeah, so the GTN, for those that don't know, that's basically our auction house. It's our Galactic Trade Network system. We're overhauling it. It's basically been the same system since our game launched 12, 13 years ago. I don't know what year it is anymore. And so we're overhauling it. So Joe's going to come and tell you all about the complete overhaul of our GTN. It's going to look and feel in a lot of ways the same.
If you guys want to get the jetpack, make sure you have the chat open for the SWTOR stream, because they're giving out the code in the chat. They're not going to say it on stream. So if you want the code, pull up their chat on the side. If you still want to be here, you can open up a pop-up chat of their stream, or just open up two pads, mute them, keep me live, and but they're giving out the codes over there in the chat.
And then, of course, this is a holiday release.
That's right.
So that means there's going to be a Life Day.
Gearing changes, raising the ceiling.
Of what to expect for Life Day.
Oh boy, okay.
And then we're going to be going into some of the offerings for the Cartel market.
Yep, with some really cool stuff coming there.
Really
That's
cool.
exciting
I can't
for
wait
in-game.
to talk about this. Because it's going to bring customization up to a whole new level. But more on that later.
The code is first come,
And then
first serve,
following
so you
that,
got to be
we're
fast.
going to showcase the finalists.
Which I
for
don't
the
really
best
like.
view
I
in
feel like
store
they could
for
do that way better.
2023
Because that
contest.
means
There's so many
multiple people
beautiful
with faster
entries.
internet could get the
Had
same
to give
code.
a shout out to the
you know?
finalists.
Yep.
So.
It's not smartest.
And it wouldn't be a big game update without your ability to
Best
playtest it on
view
PTS,
contest
which you will be able
finalists?
to do, and we'll talk about when it'll be coming to PTS. Spoilers soon. So we'll be talking about that at the very end of the stream as well.
Yep. So before we hand off our mics to Ashley and Caitlin, there's one more thing that we have to go over.
Okay.
This is the live stream.
Yes.
Yeah.
So of course we're going to give away some stuff. So this is a little bit special. This will make sense later when we start talking about the storyline. But if you go
Does
to
everybody get this?
/redeem-code, you can redeem code LOTSVIZLA. Capitalization does not matter. And if you have not gotten the deco that's shown on the left here, that's Head of Coal. If you haven't gotten that deco, you'll get both of them by redeeming
I
this
think
one
this might
code.
be like a
Make
code
sure
that
you
everyone
do it
can
before
use.
November 1st.
Yep. And just a quick housekeeping thing, just as a reminder. So as Jack.
I'm going to pause this so we can see it for a second. Cool. Lots of Vizla. So make sure, yeah, this is an everyone gets this code. So if you guys go follow this right now, you'll get a house decoration of Shea Vizla, which is pretty sick actually.
Or anything thereafter. So just
I'm
don't
gonna
be
save
surprised
that
if you don't
so
see them
Lily
answering
can
their
get it
questions
too.
because they can't see them because they're not holding a laptop in their lap. So you will
I'm
see
hugging.
you will see Jackie and I again in a little while.
All right, we'll be back.
Yep, we'll see you soon.
Yeah, another break. Chains in the Dark storyline, returning to Ord Mantell. That's kind of hype though. I like the idea of making like new end game content kind of bring you back to the beginning a little bit. That's not a bad idea on their part. I like it. And the gear cap is being raised. That's probably the biggest news for me. But I don't know if they're gonna go into any like class changes or anything. That's kind of what I was more interested in. Because all I want is Corruption Sorcerer or Sage Sorcerer heals buffed. I just need a buff. Just buff me, please. That's all I want. I'll get 339 now. I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know if they'll go into the specifics. Ashley Rule and Caitlin Sullivan Kelly. Cool. Cool. Do we know if these two that are doing the writing, are they from Broadsword, or are they some of the people that like probably left BioWare to work, right? Because didn't like some employees from BioWare kind of just move to Broadsword or something like that? You can't find the website? It was SWTOR.com/redeem code. Yeah, do the SWTOR.com/redeem code, and then it'll like make you log in and use your security key if you have it and stuff. And then the code was.
Hello, everyone. I am Ashley Rule. I'm the narrative director on SWTOR. I'm Caitlin Sullivan Kelly. I am the lead writer on Star Wars: The Old Republic. And today we're going to talk about the narrative you can see in Update 7.4, Chains in the Dark. So first off, I just really wanted to say that we're really excited to keep bringing you narrative content for this update.
I think it's probably case sensitive.
Nothing is changing on that front. And we're really excited to show you what's coming after 7.4 eventually. There's so many great moments and character moments and a lot of really cool choices. And we're thrilled that we get to keep sharing this story with all of you.
Yep.
It doesn't
like
matter.
Ashley
Okay.
mentioned, even in this one alone, there's some great cinematic moments that
Oh, did they? I didn't hear them, man.
I watched little clips of them over and over again, and it's like even though I wrote them, it's just
You ain't gotta
really
point it
cool to
out
see
that I
everything
missed it.
come to life. And we're really excited for everyone to get to experience it, and we're super excited to talk about it now.
Yeah.
So we'll jump right in.
Let's do it.
So where did we leave off? Where are we picking up from?
Sure. Well, from 7.2.
Look at this. 3,000 viewers watching their stream right now,
and since
man.
then, she's kind of been in hiding. With
That's
the rest of the
crazy.
Chain in the galaxy. And Shay's been doing everything that she can to track down where they went.
I'm paying attention.
She's also been supported by her Arbiter of the Mandalorians, Ja'Kai
If it
Ordo,
didn't matter,
who's
that's
on
why I
Lass.
didn't
They've been
process
looking
it.
into leads to try and find the hidden chain as well. And that's actually where the Chains in the Dark storyline.
That's
is going to
crazy.
kick off.
3,000
We're actually
watching
going
them
to
right
be
now.
Helping Ras Ordo with investigating a lead that may locate where Hedda has gone with the hidden chain.
So they're spoiling the lore right now. They're spoiling the lore right now. Don't give me spoils.
The hidden chain have actually come out of hiding, and they are attacking indiscriminate targets all across the galaxy, all at once.
Give me a
And
trailer.
unfortunately for Ja'Kai,
Give me a high-budget
he can't
trailer.
keep up with all the different pop-ups. Of
Does he how much people care
directions,
about? Yeah,
and
I
one of
know.
those places
It's
that's being
wild.
attacked is actually on the
It's good to
Republic
see.
world
It's good to
of
see
Ord Mantell,
3,000 in the SWTOR
which,
channel. That's
I don't
massive.
think it would be a very good idea for Mandalorians to be fighting a turf war on a Republic world. Probably wouldn't go very well for them. So Ja'Kai actually asked the player to intervene on their behalf and go to Ord Mantell to stop the assault. That's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to go to Ord Mantell. We're going to talk to a couple of
That's pretty hype,
characters who
though.
are interested
I love
in
Ord
supporting
Mantell.
our faction. They're going to give us the information that we need to find out.
We're
more
going
about
to the
what
beach,
team is
guys.
after And when we get that information, it's going to send us to a new unexplored area that must.
We're bringing our Sithy boys to the beach.
Kessen's Landing.
Your phone's at 3%. No!
This landing zone is it's previously unexplored. It's brand new to the game.
See ya!
Since it's on a Republic world, it's technically overseen by the Republic military. They support them with military outposts, infrastructure, and things like that. But as the war previously with the Mantelian separatist movement kind of dwindled down, Kessen's Landing has been more and more abandoned over the years. They've let things fall into disrepair, and the people there really feel abandoned and just overlooked by the Republic. They don't feel like a priority.
There's still a pretty strong community, though, there, even if they're not supported by the Republic.
Absolutely. So when they kind of lost support from the big guys upstairs in the Republic, they learned how to rely on each other. And with that reliance and becoming kind of a close-knit community, with that comes a lot of distrust of strangers and outsiders. And on the flip side also comes a hotbed for new separatist activity. And they say, if the Republic doesn't care about us, why do we deal with them? Why do we help them?
Yeah, give me a trailer.
So we're actually going to need to get.
I don't care for like the overly spoiler
of
of like the plot that they're about to release. I'd rather just find out.
Necessary if we want to achieve our goals.
Like tease it. Don't like tell us the whole plot.
Empire
It's like
characters haven't really spent a lot of time on Ord Mantell because it was governed by the Republic. But there's some leniency in this space, right? Because it's not doesn't have as much Republic presence.
Absolutely. Like I said before, people are kind of thinking, well, why should we help the Republic? And with that comes, why should we call them Impter on the planet? So if they see a Sith running around, it's probably just another Tuesday for them. It's not their business. They don't know what's going on. So they're going to let you do whatever you want to do on that world.
And maybe some opportunities to sway the people of Kessen's Landing to your faction and
Exactly.
your interests.
Yep.
yeah,
Oh,
they're
yes, sorry. So we have a little bit of a fly-through video to show
What?
you of Kessen's
Here's your
Landing.
trailer, Scourge.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful, apparently. Somebody's tooting their own horn. Can I get rid of this? What is this? What is this? What is this? Get out of here. Okay. There we go. Kind of slummy. I dig it. Ooh, swoop garage. I'm down for that. Cozy. Is it always gonna be nighttime like this? And overcast? Poor Nar Shaddaa. It looks pretty. It is beautiful.
I
That
love
last shot is nice.
everything about the town and the space there, but just being very close to
daytime
a
and Fort Carney.
volcano
Yeah, it looks
is
like it.
Really,
An active
really cool.
volcano.
An active volcano.
No, I love that final shot. And I was telling Ashley yesterday, there's actually a word for the plumes of steam that show up, a geology fact of the day. When lava hits water and cools like that, it's called a lathe.
Ooh,
A laze?
that's quite amazing.
It is. It's quite amazing.
So you're telling me we're all gonna get lays
We
in
love
this
that word
update?
so much we actually use it in the area. It's actually so not a lathing,
Nice.
just a lathe.
Congratulations, guys.
Yes.
Yeah, you got to
We're
see a
all
couple
getting
of the places
lays.
you're going to get to run around while you're in Kessen's Landing. A bunch of really cool spots.
You heard it here
So-
first.
So excited for everyone to see in game. And while you're actually tracking down the hidden chain, we're going to get some help from some new faces and a couple of familiar ones as well that we're going to see right now.
Last shot is like the her.
One of
Okay,
them,
yeah,
like I
probably
mentioned
something
before,
like that.
is
Yeah.
Brass Ordo. We're going to be helping him as he's been investigating leads that could possibly figure out what the hidden chain is doing while they're in hiding. We're going to actually be helping him at the beginning, track down one of these. And
I don't like
leads
the
that
way
gave
he's
some
like-
clues.
Our best Mandalorian boy. The Republic players will be joined by Arn Peralin, who recently promoted to Jedi Knight, has been asked by the Republic to help the players
Arn.
investigate on Kessen's Landing.
Yep. On the Imperial side, you're actually going to be joined by Darth Krovos, since the Empire is still at war with the Republic. She's a very strategic person, and she's always looking for different ways to get the upper hand on the Republic. one of those ways could be stoking dissent and trying to sway people to turn against their faction.
She's got the Kira cut.
Kroos is involved, you know it's serious.
Kira cut Sith.
We're also bringing back some characters you may not recognize from way back when. Smugglers and troopers may recognize Captain Blythe from their early days on Ord Mantell. After the original Separatist conflict, he was promoted to negotiate between the Republic and the Mantellian forces, and he's been doing that ever since. So he's a little
rocking the
stressed
stash.
out, especially with the Republic not giving as much support to Kessen's Landing.
Yeah, stressed out is to say the least, I think. Yeah. Another slightly familiar face from launch is Gizmo Gam. He's a local bureaucrat on Ord Mantell that's kind of taken up residence in Kessen's Landing. He always claims that he's got his constituents' best interests at heart, but his actions don't always support those claims.
And you know he's trustworthy because he keeps saying it.
Yes,
he keeps
exactly.
telling you that
Exactly.
he's trustworthy. And we have a new face on Kessen's Landing. This is Petra Niram. She's a Cathar resident of Kessen's Landing. And she gets caught up in the hidden chain assault while looking for her missing sister, Mina. And like everyone on Kessen's Landing, she's a bit suspicious of strangers, but you know, if you align with her motivations, you might be able to get her help and get her understanding of Kessen's Landing, and she might be able to help you along your
What is with all these spoilers, man? Why spoil the content you're releasing? That makes no sense.
And so after
stop.
the Chains in the Dark storyline, there's still a lot to do on Kessen's Landing.
Like this is
whole,
fine of like what's
Healy
available
area.
to do,
There'll
but
be
like
a lot of repeatable missions to deal with the hidden.
here's
chain
all
and
the people
fallout
you
of the
meet.
chain
This is
and
what
the
you're going to be
Separatists.
doing. Here's the plot.
There's going
Go
to
have
be,
fun?
New mounts,
Question mark?
There's new armors, achievements. There's also a secret set of missions that will get you a special piece of tech that takes you all over the galaxy. And you'll probably want this tech if you're going to be spending a lot of time on Kessen's Landing. It'll be pretty helpful. We also have new world boss,
Yeah.
FR3D0M.
Reused asset once again. That's amazing.
Separatist battle.
So
ground,
cool.
yeah, that the Separatists have actually
Awesome.
reprogrammed to
Yeah, new
spread
world
their,
boss. New?
their views. Some might say it's propaganda, and also eliminate anyone who tries to resist that propaganda.
Don't worry, guys.
Component
We're just going to go
designer
back to
Daniel
EV all
Stefanaki
over again.
said, definitely watch your feet for any plasma that the droid might
Don't
be
stand in
putting around
stuff.
the space, and watch where you place your allies. But this should be a really fun one to tackle with your friends. So definitely check that out.
Freedom!
And in addition to the
those shirts are
mount that's going to
okay.
be on the reputation track, there's also a very small chance, a rare chance, if the world boss might drop a version of the mount that is the same coloring as FR3D0M.
Okay.
All right, and now on
Freedom!
to Lane Vizla. Now, where did we leave Lane? She was on Runic, right?
He was on
With
Runic.
The baby basilisk.
Baby
droid.
Basilisk. I'm pretty sure she's still on Runic because if you've played through her storyline on Runic, she mentioned.
I have not. She's going to spoil this for me too?
That Basilisk droids are so rare that at this point that nobody really knows anything about them. So if she wants to restore the Basilisk droid that you helped her find.
Great.
If she wants to restore
Awesome.
it, she's
You
going
find
to
a
need
basilisk
some
droid.
kind of
I didn't know
information
that, man.
To not only fix it,
Unbelievable.
but figure out what is so special.
Actually
about this
kind of
cute
unbelievable.
little Unique basilisk.
What's with all these
There's no
spoilers? Just
manual
chill. Just tell us what's
Not at
coming
all,
up,
far
man.
from it. They're
Why did
so-
the
they're so
spoil
rare that
past
information
content
actually
and the
does
content's not
exist
even
at this
released
point.
yet? What are you doing?
So Lane has got a
Stop.
pretty insurmountable task to overcome.
Hype us up.
If she's going
Tease
to
it.
restore this
Tease
for us.
it.
Yeah.
However, she does learn
Dear
that someone who is
agony.
considered the foremost authority in
Just
droid
let
maintenance
go
and droid
of
history,
me.
but he's
Be on
only
your
known
guard.
as the curator.
For real.
So it's going to be up to us to try and figure out, or to get his help to figure out how to fix this droid.
For
We're
real.
also going to see an appearance. We're going to be joined, actually, by a somewhat familiar assassin droid that may come in an unexpected form for all of us. Yeah.
This is good. So good.
We are very excited about this.
So you want to talk a little bit
Oh,
about
yep.
Lane?
Just
Yeah, of
let's give you
course.
some more
For those of you who
spoilers.
may not remember Lane Vizla or haven't encountered her yet. Lane is
If you haven't
actually
encountered her
Vizla,
yet,
who's
here's who she
Mandalorian
is.
Lane
Like
is
what?
Her cousin, her
Like
sister
how do you?
cousin.
Huh?
They share a lot of similarities personality-wise. You know, Lane is also very stubborn, like Shay is. But Lane isn't much of a bounty hunter or kind of a people person, if you can call Shane that. But Lane would probably rather deal with machines and tinker with things than deal with most people. But she's also, like I said, very stubborn and very eager to prove herself.
They're very good at presenting information. These guys are great. They're very professional, and I appreciate that. But like, why would you? It makes no sense to spoil all of this. Why are you giving so much detail? You're leaving nothing to the imagination. You're leaving nothing to look forward to because you're just telling us everything. The only thing that's gonna be new is like the voice acting lines, like the actual script. That's the only thing that's gonna be new, or like surprising at this point.
Now, if you thought Basilisk,
They'd have to have like a really big plot twist. Otherwise, it's like,
rare, and they're not the same
who cares?
as HK-47 droids.
You've already
which are,
told me
obviously way
what's
more
going on.
familiar.
What's
But they were
what's gonna
actually,
happen?
designed by Zerka Corporation hundreds of years before the current time in game, in the run-up to the Mandalorian
HK-24, yeah, I guess.
But nobody wanted them, so they just stopped production. There were very few that were actually made. The few that did exist were actually used by someone in a very nefarious corporate scheme. They were all destroyed in the process, and the Republic outlawed them after that. So very, very few have survived to the current time in the game.
That's
So
kind
it's
of
gonna
cool,
be very,
though.
very tricky to
But
try and find
that's
them.
kind of cool, but it's not cool that they told us about it. Imagine you playing through the story and you encounter HK-24, an older HK. Imagine you're just playing the game and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, what? This is cool. But no, now we know it's coming.
This kind of droid
It's
is
like,
so rare, it's probably
it's just
very
not as
attractive
exciting,
to a
man.
droid
Nothing to look forward to,
expert
really.
slash
Exactly.
curator.
That's going to be like the crown jewel of his collection, pretty
Right,
much
yeah.
at that point.
All right, and last up we have our cinematic lighting update that I want to talk to you all about. So
What?
Since 7.2 Showdown on Runic, we've been testing and implementing a new character lighting system within cinematics that updates the way lights act in our cutscenes.
Oh,
so
God.
it uses more
Rip. Hopefully it looks good, but it's gonna break the game so bad. I already know. Cutscenes are already so buggy. It's like it's just gonna break it even more. I think that's what the guy was talking about at the
And
beginning,
so we've
saying
been
like,
testing this, in
we're
7.2
fixing a lot of
and
bugs
7.3
and we're
more now in
introducing a lot
7.4.
more too.
But
Like,
in
why would you say
7.4,
that?
We are turning this on across the entire game. That means all cinematic content across the entire game, from the class story.
Lily's on her
to
way back to
world
work.
arcs,
She's just on lunch
to
break.
all the
Say bye,
recent
just a little.
updates, will have this lighting update implemented.
Love you, baby. Be careful.
This is our first example here. You can see how there's a lot less hot light on the character. It's a lot more balanced. There's a lot more shading that comes in.
Yeah,
with
it looks a little better.
outfits and the skin.
At least in that shot.
And here's how it looks in
It's definitely
video.
darker
I'm
and more
honestly
moody.
so excited about how the shadows look on the characters and how it really grounds them to the environment.
Yeah, it's a little better. It's a little
our
better.
graphics team knocked it out of the park.
Yeah, this
to
looks a
create
lot
this.
better.
So it's really nice to see a lot
This
of
looks a
older
lot better.
content in a new light.
Yeah, in this shot, it's way better.
Everyone looks so beautiful too. It's like you can
Yeah.
really
That's
see
way
how before
better.
everybody was washed out by that.
A
blue
lot
light.
of scenes look like
and
this too,
everyone
where it's
has,
just
like,
washed out.
skin tones that are not blue.
Can I actually make out some
Humans have
details on the
human
face?
skin
Yeah.
tones.
Yes.
And the detail on.
not sure if this will be good for my
all the
vision.
armor
Yeah, I don't know-
come
I don't
through
know.
Really well.
It
Also.
looks like it's a little softer.
really excited for
Like in
y'all
this
to
shot,
see,
it's not as
all
abrasive
the
on the
updates.
eyes.
And
Like
this
it's a
is just
little
the
more smooth.
beginning
So I don't know.
Of the cinematic
It'll probably
lighting
depend on.
updates. We're going to keep improving
That'll just
on it,
depend.
keep building on it, and keep making the game pretty.
Yeah.
Keep making the game pretty.
So,
When
yeah,
did you
so
start
next
making
up,
the
I
game
think
pretty?
That's all for us. Did you want me to talk about?
When the game was created?
Yeah, all right.
Remind people they can redeem code LOTSVIZLA.
Yeah, you can redeem the code LOTSVIZLA for.
Well, I
your
guess
Stronghold
since
decos.
they're new here,
So that is it for
they're
us
starting to make it
in
look pretty.
narrative.
That's actually a good
We're
sign,
going to be
though.
passing it off to Joe Stramaglia to talk about GTN.
If you didn't get
updates.
this code,
everybody.
do it.
Thank you.
Redeem before November 1st. There's the code. Go to SWTOR.com/redeem-code. Yeah, if you already redeemed it, you're good to go. But yeah, the GTN revamp. This is good. This ought to be interesting. But I'm not a fan of them just spoiling everything. It's like it would have been so much more fun to like jump into the new expansion and be like, oh, this is an older model that HK than like the oldest model HK that we've seen. Something like that would be so cool. But instead, it's just like, oh, here you go.
Hello, everyone. This is Joe Stramaglio from the Systems Design Team,
Hello.
back again to talk about the Credit Economy Initiative
This is
and our
pre-recorded.
upcoming changes to the Galactic Trade Network.
And he couldn't afford the
First,
green screen.
A quick
which
recap
I
of what
guess I
we've done so
understand.
far. We've made some system-level adjustments to credit inflows and sinks. We'll have more of these over time. We've added some costs to some forms of travel that would have otherwise required credit costs. In 7.3.1, we adjusted the costs of quick travel to account
So this
for
is
your
just
levels
recapping
and
what they've already
balance
done.
to lower-level characters. We've reduced the durability loss on armor on character death, but balanced it with a slight increase of the chance of durability loss through normal combat. We've adjusted repair costs relative to item level. We've added trade and mail taxes depending on the value exchange of the items or credits. And in 7.3.1, we made these completely driven by the Galactic Trade Network median sales and added new exemptions to these taxes on many lower value items. In 7.3.1 for the Galactic Trade Network, we increased the buyout price limit ahead of the revamp and now provide a suggested sale price depending on the median sales when listing an item.
Now, where's this going?
It's with great pleasure to report that our credit economy has been healing with these changes, and we plan to continue that work.
It has helped.
With that, I'm excited to talk about what's coming in 7.4.
There's like value to things again, or closer
The first
to
phase
it.
of the Galactic Trade Network overhaul is going live in 7.4. Please note that some of the things I'm going to show here are work in progress and may be adjusted prior to full release. We've completely rebuilt the system, making it more accessible while trying to keep it familiar. Now, when you open the Galactic Trade Network, you'll see there are some new elements and some elements that have changed. Let's take it for a spin.
Whoa.
Say I want to purchase a new piece of equipment.
Yes.
I can search for that item by name, just like
Lovely.
our current implementation. Or I can set a category and subcategory to find it.
The exact same.
We've also added an advanced search section with some of our existing but less used options.
Yeah, it's just like the exact same.
Now, our search is done and we have our results.
Okay.
Something you may notice is that each item is listed a single time, with the quantity showing the number available on the market and the unit price showing the lowest available price. Clicking on the credit symbol will take you to the landing page for the specific item. This shows details about that item as well as the option to purchase one for the lowest available price. Once we press the purchase button, the game will check to see if the purchase was successful. Once you've completed a purchase, you no longer need to go to your mail to collect the item.
Oh!
We can collect it right here and now on the claim page.
Nice.
Items will remain available to claim.
Nice.
and will
That's
expire
actually
the same way that
huge.
mail
That's
claim does.
huge.
However,
Nice.
it's worth noting
Nice,
that there is a
nice, nice,
restriction
nice,
on
nice.
how many items will be available in the claim page.
That's really nice.
So, if you want to make more purchases,
Thank
claim
you.
your items first.
That's good.
But I'm sure you're thinking, what about items with stacks?
Yeah, that's
Well,
nice.
if we go back to our search and find an item that is stackable, let's say a med pack, you'll find that if you open the item details window, we'll have a little bit more information here. You'll see the lowest listed available stacks, and you'll be able to input a quantity that you would like, up to a full stack of the item per purchase. When you do this, you pay the amount required to pay for each item in the stack at the unit price that is available. I'll enter the amount that I want, make the purchase, and be able to receive the item right here in the claim page.
Interesting. Okay. So subtle little upgrades. That's fine. I never really had any issues with the GTN. Just making it a little more user friendly and all
Now,
in one
let's
spot.
say I'm
It's
looking to
good.
sell an item. I can go to the sell tab, much like our current system, and there's a slot where you can drag and drop an item. Now, instead of setting the price to sell a stack, you set the unit price for the item, and the game does all the math for you.
Oh yeah.
This will show you
That's
exactly
nice.
how much you will receive for each unit sold, how much the buyer will pay for each unit sold, and the fees to be paid to both list the item as well as purchase the item. At the bottom, we show you total profit that you'll gain from this transaction.
That's actually huge.
One thing to note about this
That's
is that we've
good.
increased the amount of
These are
times
good
of
updates.
duration
This is
that sales
good.
Can be. We've also made some adjustments for the way fees are handled. The fee for the sale will be on the buyer.
Yeah.
The fees will be progressive.
Hey,
based
I mean,
on the
modeling
price
it off
per
of
unit,
like other
and
successful
the
auction
listing
houses
fee
or
now
whatever
takes into account
is
the
good.
price
Is
and will
good.
be assessed as a fee instead of a deposit.
Whatever makes it just
There's some
More
guardrails on
streamlined.
this to
It's
keep
good.
the fees from getting too out of hand, and we'll share details of those at a later time on a forum post for those of you who want to see how all the numbers work out. Once your listing
We'll
is
see how
sold to a
broken it
buyer,
is at
you'll find the
release.
results of the sale
I'm sure they'll have some
available on
issues
the
for
claim
sure.
page.
Yeah.
This is also where listings that expire will be located, and you can see the status of your sales at any time on this page. You can even claim the credits for partially sold stacks, and we'll still send you notification mails for things that sell or expire.
Cool. That's
This new
good.
version of the Galactic Trade Network
That's very good.
is built to be easily expanded on and has a lot of smart features to make using the network a breeze.
Yeah.
This is only the beginning. We want your feedback and to
Hey,
take into
Dorzen.
account many of the great
That we just got some
suggestions
good
in the
news
community.
about the GTN.
We will
We're-
continue to iterate,
did you
build,
miss it?
and grow the Galactic Trade Network to make it the best-in-class experience that it can be. Keep an eye
You
on
saw
the
it
forum.
nice.
We
Yeah.
hope
Some
to see
some
you
good
there.
little quality of life
Now,
things.
Over to Bryant, who's got some exciting news about equipment.
Because I've always had issues with like the having to do the math myself for the unit price of things. Having to go to the mail was just redundant. You should be able to just claim from the terminal. And both of those things were addressed. Those are like the only really two issues of the GTN I've ever had. So that's good stuff. That's good stuff. We take those. It's the little things. Hope your day's going good though, Dorzen. Were you able to get home and go home early? Or are you sticking around?
Hey community, I'm back here to go over the itemization changes coming to SWTOR.
Okay, this is huge. This is huge. He's quiet.
First up, we have our next item ceiling raise. As we previously mentioned, this is something we do periodically to introduce new power to the game over the expansion.
Oh,
Here are the new
344.
maximum item ratings for gear coming with 7.4.
You didn't, Dorzen, you didn't miss anything in the first half. You didn't miss anything. If anything, it's just spoilers for what the plot's gonna be. But we're going back to Ord Mantell, which is kind of hype.
Increasing to 344, and Thursian gear will be increasing to 336. If you caught it on the last slide, that's right. Rakata gear can be upgraded all the way to item rating 344.
Woo!
Challenge your favorite operations,
Yeah,
acquire OP1 Catalyst, and upgrade yourself to the strongest.
that's exciting, I
advanced
guess.
Players who have acquired the Virulent Armor from the R4 Anomaly operation
Here you go,
will be able
guys.
to
Now you
exchange
can
their armor
grind
for
some
Rakata
more.
armor at the R4 Veteran Exchange Vendor in the supply section of the fleet using R4 Veteran Gear tokens, OP1 Catalysts, and credits.
340 legendary
To match
implants.
the power ceiling
Ooh,
increase, legendary implants will be
just
rising
dump
in
more
power.
stats in it.
Legendary implants will be upgradable all the way to 340.
Thrilling.
And will
So
come with a
thrilling.
new tier of achievement. Equip 2 legendary implants at item rating 340 to make your implant upgrades cheaper. We've also seen your feedback surrounding non-legendary implants, and with 7.4, I'm happy to say that implants will no longer drop from bosses or be given from upgrade crates above item rating 336. This will make it easier for players to focus on legendary implants. Any previously obtained implants can still be upgraded on the fleet if you want.
Okay.
Our dynamic smuggling
Yep.
duo has upped
Just
their
keep
ante
farming.
and gotten their hands on modifications
Oh,
at
you've
item rating
upgraded all your
340.
gear? Sorry.
Speak
Here, we'll
to
just
Hyde on
raise the
fleet
cap so you can
to
just
begin
farm
a new
again.
mission to acquire and deconstruct
It's not the
gear
most
at item rating
exciting
340
thing, but sure.
to unlock these new mods. Now, I've saved the
It's
best
just
for
more.
last.
It's just yeah.
In 7.3.1,
Just more of the
we
same. Here,
expanded
do it
access
again.
to prototype
Just
gear
here, do it again.
with our Conquest Gear vendor allowing players to convert Conquest commendations to FP1 stabilizers. With 7.4, we're going to begin expanding access to artifact gear as well. This initiative will come with 2 changes, one of which I'm happy to share today. But details of the second change will have to come as we get closer to the launch of 7.4. Please be patient and keep your eyes peeled on the forums or your favorite dev tracker. First up, OP1 catalysts are coming to your Master Mode chapters. Players who take on these treacherous challenges will be rewarded with 8 OP1 catalysts for completion.
That's nice.
And though I can't say much about the second change just yet, I can leave you with this. Those are your itemization changes coming to SWTOR with patch 7.4. It's great to see you again,
I mean,
but I'll send you back to the
I
team
thought
at
he
the
was gonna-
studio now.
I thought he was gonna
Hit
say
these a cool in preparation for the visit.
like more
Take
ways
care.
to get Op1 catalyst, not just that. But I mean, that's something. That gives me the desire to like go through, you know, Fallen Empire on Master Mode. I could have done that this whole time. Well, obviously not because 7.4 hasn't come yet, but like that makes me want to do more master mode content because it's like, oh, there's literally no need because like I can't get the best gear in the game, you know. But that's kind of nice. So solo players can run content to get Ricotta gear, possibly. I think essentially. I mean, it'd be difficult. Master mode's still gonna be tough.
Thank you so much to Joe and Bryant for giving us the breakdowns.
You probably at least want to like still have good gear and like a level 50 companion, if I had to imagine. I've never tried like solo master mode chapters.
An eye on chat.
So I don't know the difficult.
One question in particular, well, a couple of questions in
difficulty.
particular is like, what are the PvP updates?
Oh yeah, so that's
PvP
an interesting one,
updates.
right? Because one of the things that we actually talked about this right before the stream started. So we didn't include this in the feature list about PvP seasons because it kind of lives in this really interesting world. So just a reminder for folks about how PvP seasons works now as a reminder, because when we do live streams like this, to be honest, I'm not sure that we'll include it just because of the way that the structure is kind of oriented. So just as a reminder, we're in between PvP Season 3 and Season 4 right now. PvP Season 4 is going to start on November 7th, right? So it'll start in a few weeks. And you can even see what, if you want to preview, you could go look at the PvP
when I
Season
go and
4
visit
rewards.
Rodin.
You could go look
We're
at the
gonna be
collections
too busy
right now. if you wanna
drinking
go see what
cervezas
most
together.
of them look like.
We can't even
because
do
they're there
PvP
right now.
season.
And the reason is because those rewards, and actually PvP Season 4's rewards went in 731. And kind of the same thing is going to happen right now, where PvP Season 5's rewards are going to go in Game Update 7.4, even though we don't have it included in this presentation. And the reason is, as a reminder, the PvP seasons are agnostic to the game updates themselves because they're on a fixed schedule. So they run for X amount of weeks, and they're off for Y amount of weeks, and that's on a fixed schedule yearly. So we may not always talk about them explicitly inside of one of these game update presentations, but just know, one, you can always just look in collections and you'll see that they're there. So don't be surprised when 7.4 goes out and you're like, I have spied that the Season 5 PvP rewards are there. You'll know that they're there because I've now told you that they're going to be there. It's not that they're there by accident. It's because that PvP season will likely start before 7.4.1 comes out. And so that's when that will slide in.
Yep.
Okay.
So
We'll be
that'll
posting
Nothing
more about
exciting,
it
just
in
another
the
season.
coming weeks.
It's fine.
Yep. And so if there would be any changes to PvP seasons, such as class balance changes or any of that kind of stuff, that would just be normal inside of patch notes inside of the game updates. So just look for that kind of stuff there.
Yep. So thank you for the questions.
Yep.
Next up, we are talking
Our
about
Sorks-
Life Day.
our
As I said
Sorks
earlier,
getting buffed.
The holiday release, so we're going to have a Life Day.
Answer me!
For those who may not know, this is our
Buff me,
annual
please!
festive,
That's all I
event.
want.
Players can hug Wookiees,
Buff my
throw
heels.
snowballs at each other, earn snow-covered
Yay,
parcels
Life
to get
Day.
rewards, and we tend to add to the list of rewards every year. And
Wait,
so
we
for
can
this
throw
event,
snowballs
we're
at
gonna
other
be
players?
throwing
That's
in a
huge.
Life Day officer
That's
armor.
crazy.
That's right.
It's
Groundbreaking.
really clean and sharp, and it's beautiful. Y'all are gonna look super classy when you get this.
right.
When you get this armor set.
And you're going to your holiday ball.
Oh, actually?
Look at that!
clean,
Isn't
though.
that beautiful?
It's great.
I love it.
Yep.
Just as a note, before we really talk about PTS, Life Day is not going to be.
I've always wanted to throw
during
snowballs
PTS
in
when it's
space.
open, so y'all won't even really see
Little
this
garish,
armor
but all right,
until
yeah, for
7.4
sure.
goes live. So just as a heads up, right there.
I'm here.
Let's talk about Cartel Market. So you can hit the next bullet. So let's talk about the word specularity. So sit down, class, I
what?
guess, 'cause I'm going to try to explain some stuff. And
This is cool.
Somewhere a tech artist or someone's going to be crying, but I'm going to try. Okay, so specularity. What does that mean? So
Space
specularity
Barbie.
is effectively how reflective something is. Someone can go look up how Webster's defines it and put it in chat because I'm probably going to describe something incorrectly. But specularity is effectively how reflective something is. So the way that we would define it in the game,
I like that.
and the way that we actually
I like
are
that a
applying
lot.
it in the game is
These are always too
relatively
shiny.
how
Give me the matte.
metallic
Give me all the
or
matte.
How matte something might look. So if we put that on, let's say like black, we can make black look really shiny and reflective, or it look not really
Yes,
shiny or metallic.
not
Think of it
really
like
shiny
putting
or
it on
reflective.
A car, right? So you can make your car look really shiny, or make your car look not really. Some people
Wait,
paint their
my
cars
car?
matte as thing. or
Not my
something.
clothes?
So that's the kind of new tech that we've developed in new levers we can pull on
Pearlescent
assigning
die
colors
packs.
inside of our game. And so the way that you're going to see this applied as a starting point, and I really am specifying starting point in 7.4, is in die packs. So these new die packs that you're going to see, we're calling them metallic and pearlescent die packs, coming in 7.4. are not only going to be on armor sets. We're going to show you one armor set in particular that's going to kind of be the entry point into this, that where we are applying it to in 7.4. But also, we're going to be introducing 6 new die packs that theoretically, and I say theoretically because it is our intent, that you could take this die pack and throw it into and use this on any of your chosen favorite armor set and be able to apply this to. And we'll show you some examples of how that might look as well. And again, this is really just a starting point for us.
So you're telling me I can be a pearlescent Dathomir witch? Let's go.
Other stuff, you know, we could have a gold-plated pistol. We could have a gold-plated refresher decoration in your house. We've absolutely made these jokes already internally about things that we could do. I'm not saying we have those plans because we don't necessarily, but these are the kinds of ways that we could apply this to stuff in the future.
True. Being
But I
able
know
to remove
what
dies,
you're
that'd
probably
be
saying
huge.
is, well, show me what that might actually look
That's
like.
true.
So first,
Ooh.
here is the armor set that we are applying this to. So this is one of the new armor sets coming in 7.4. This is called the
That's a nice
Suppression
set.
Trooper armor set.
That's
so
a really
the color
nice
that
set,
is
actually.
applied to it is, because I always forget.
Metallic black, pearlescent red.
Yeah, so this is metallic black, and the next slide is the inverse, right? I'm not crazy? Maybe, I don't know.
It's a beautiful turnaround.
So
Look at that.
this is the inverse, which is pearlescent red and metallic black. And this is in
Shiny
video
red.
form, so you can
That
see when
thing
I
is
say
crispy.
that it is metallic
It is
and
crispy.
reflective, it is specular. That's probably not the actual application of that word, by the way.
That looks pretty nice.
Have I made it a verb? I don't. That's probably not. Somewhere Caitlin, Ashley's right there, but somewhere outside
All
Caitlin
right.
probably is also crying.
I'm not mad about these.
That's not how that's actually
I'm not
applied.
mad
Anyway,
about this.
You can now see when we say that
So
we've made it
far-
reflective.
So
it's
far, the updates
reflective.
at about
Losing their mind.
Yeah.
a 5 out of 10
This is
for
when,
me.
when
It's so good.
5 out
when
of 10
Jackie
for
was
me.
helping Ashley and Caitlin with her hair, we just
Oh
needed
yeah,
this
Safe
up right here,
Space
right?
Barbie.
Really do it.
Ever seen the movie The Black
So you
Hole?
can
I
see what
haven't.
this looks like. But what
I
do
have
the
not.
other colors look like? Eric, great question, chat, that you didn't
yeah.
ask. So this is
Oh,
chrome white metallic gold on the same
There
armor
it is,
set. So this
baby.
Still suppression
Oh,
trooper.
man,
Chrome
that
white
looks
metallic
good.
gold and the inverse.
Oh.
Metallic gold and chrome white. So again, we're now up to 4 of the 6 die packs.
Yeah, you see this eyeliner that
do.
I'm wearing
I
right
do.
now?
I do.
You want to know how I applied it? I was looking at this armor set. True story.
I do believe you.
Fact.
It's also gold, so I understand.
That's a clean
So
set.
good.
So
Actual
again, this is
chrome,
all
yeah,
just
dude.
the suppression trooper armor set. So this can give you a really good indication of what
Yeah,
this
that
could
chrome
look
looks
like,
good,
again,
dude.
on this original
But
base
that
armor
gold,
set.
oh, I'm gonna be all over that.
And then we also
This is gonna be giveaway
have
vibes.
a couple of like pieces
Yep.
of different armor sets.
I don't
as
know about
well
what's
as-
going
this
on
is
over
the
here.
Darth Malgus Reborn armor.
But that's
And
pretty
then the
gaudy.
one on the right
this is
is
pretty gaudy.
It's like I Tetris things together.
Ooh.
So the Armor Smith helmet.
Metallic gold and metallic
There's
or
a
chrome
Maverick
white.
in there.
Yep. But
Outcast, yeah.
thing
I like
that's
the
really
metallic
cool
gold.
to
I've
show
been
you
wanting something like
I
that
remember
for
when
a
we had talked
while.
about this internally. Is
I'm
if you
tired
look at
of
the
all
armor
this,
set on
like,
the right,
pale
you look at
yellow
the sleeve.
BS.
That's cloth,
Give me
cloth,
metallic
cloth
gold.
leather, right? And you can still see kind of how that could
That's
look
pretty
and be
hype.
applied
I'm looking
when
forward
it's
to
not
that.
actually
Space
on a hard,
Barbie!
solid
Let's
surface,
go.
right? And so there's still really cool effects that you can create with this die
I'm at a
pack,
5 out of
even on
10.
things
I'm
that
at a
aren't
5 out of 10.
necessarily
Yeah, metallic
implicitly
cloth,
going to be
exactly.
shiny. So
Yes.
really cool
what-
toolbox
it's what
that
the
you can
people
now
want.
have. Like, as Jackie alluded to earlier, a lot of customization that you'll have flexibility with and being able to apply these die packs to things. So
New die
these
packs?
are the 6 die packs that are going to be coming. Chrome white,
Chrome
metallic
white.
gold, and its inverse.
Nice.
Metallic black and pearlescent red, and its
Ooh.
inverse.
And
Metallic black's good.
Metallic and matte black.
Yeah. There you go.
And its inverse.
I want to see y'all use these die packs and like just hit us up, like tag us, because I want to see all the combos that you guys are gonna put together.
I don't know
That'd
what
be
your
beautiful.
socials are, girl.
Lots to play.
Do you have an
with.
exclamation
But wait,
point
there's more.
command?
So that's specifically that's the new tech. So that's obviously the really cool stuff we wanted to talk
They're gonna
about.
be priced.
Again,
Oh
this
yeah.
is really
oh
just
yeah.
the beginning.
For sure.
Obviously we
we'll
can talk about.
we'll be doing giveaways with those ASAP. We'll do like one of each or something as soon as possible.
There's a lot.
For sure.
Think that people are excited, but show us your looks. Let us know that you're excited about this. What other color combinations you would like for die packs and those types of things. And again, we haven't even looked into going past just die packs into things like mouse colors and weapon
they're gonna
colors and
drop
stuff.
them. They're probably gonna be like something ridiculous, like $20 each, if I had to guess. That's what I'm gonna assume.
Also has a
Rifle.
rifle that comes alongside.
Yeah.
Suppressed Trooper
Look at that.
rifle. It's very cool.
Yes. And then
Okay.
this is an armor set that is.
That's a
inspired
nice
by
set.
Sabine
That
Wren. This is
helmet- the
Defiant
helmet looks a
Maverick
little
armor. We saw
wonky.
like a little bit pieces in the previous slide.
Yep.
But this
Yeah, no,
is
that's-
it
that's-
in its
that's kinda
full
ugly.
glory. Look
Yeah.
how beautiful that is.
Yeah, so obviously when we did 731,
going for the
right, we
Sabine.
really wanted to, we were very timely
Sabine
in
hype.
coming out alongside Disney Plus's Ahsoka series, and so
Yeah.
now hopefully you've all seen it. I won't say any spoilers, but we wanted to bring Sabine Wren's awesome armor set, and so now you have Defiant Maverick armor coming in 7.4.
Yeah, I don't know.
Great job by the team.
The helmet
So,
doesn't look
and
right.
this looks
The
so
T,
good when
the
it
T
died
of the
because of
Mandalorian
color
front,
points on
it looks
I don't know if
off
we
to
have
me.
any-
I don't know
we
what
had
it
at one
is.
point we had a slide with it died. I don't know if we still do, but
It
looks
might
very
die
good.
well.
You'll
It might
see.
die well though. It's got okay pieces.
Westar 19 armor set.
Yep.
Weapon set. There's actually 3 of them.
Clean.
Yes.
That's clean.
On the it's divided in the middle, but these are what the weapons look like when they are stowed or drawn.
Correct. Yeah. So it is blaster pistol, excuse me, blaster rifle and sniper rifle.
Yes.
Yep. And so they come in black, blue, and orange. And
there are a
pistol
lot of
comes
Mandos.
holstered as well.
Yeah.
Gosh, it's so pretty.
It's
I can
okay.
just like stare at this all day.
It's okay. I like the orange. I don't know how
And
that
then-
looks.
We saw.
It's a nice saber.
We saw when we
Darth
released
Maul dual
Darth Maul's lightsaber in 731. Well, hey, what about us who dual saber?
Eh.
We got you. So 7.4, Darth Maul's
See
dual
you.
saber.
It's a cool saber.
I say this
It's
as I'm
cool.
pointing at the googly eyes that are on the camera.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ashley.
Thanks, Ashley. All right. So this is very near and dear to my heart. It's thanks to the community manager inside. So this is something that we haven't been able to do in the past, but the way that things lined up, oh, it's so good. So we just wrapped our 3rd annual Best View in SWTOR contest. Basically, it was a contest where we selected 10 planets, and players were free to take a snapshot or a screenshot of a special place, a special view, of any view that really
That's cool. I
captured
didn't
the
hear about
essence
that.
of
That's
said
cool.
planet, and they would
We should
submit
compete
them
in that,
to
guys.
us,
We should
and
do that.
We narrowed down. We got
Next
narrowed
time.
down to the finalists, and there are 5 for each planet
That'd be fun.
that are so beautiful. I just wanted to showcase them here during
Have their
the stream.
screenshot turned into stronghold
And as
decos?
the last
Oh, that's
bullet point
cool.
says, there will be 10
That's
winners
they're taking
that we will
a
announce later on. That's pretty soon.
Whoa,
but
relax.
later on, and
Bangarang,
those
just a little.
winners will have their
They're
screenshot
taking
changed into
a page out of Star
stronghold
Wars
decos
Galaxy's book
that
actually
can
there. I didn't know they
be,
were doing this. That's pretty cool.
That will be on the anniversary vendor.
Yep.
Yep, and then the winners themselves will receive a special gilded frame of their screenshot. So,
Yeah, so-
without further ado, here are your.
And the beautiful thing is, the people that are finalists, they don't know either.
Yeah, no,
So,
no.
so you might be finding out right now that you're a finalist.
Yeah.
It's not me, guys.
Roll the tape.
We'll see if we know anyone. Who is this? What is this? It's a nice shot. It's a nice shot. Ooh, it's a nice shot. Nice shot. Very nice. That's cool. Some good shots. I liked the flower one. It's cool. Ooh, Belsavis, man. I mean, it's hard to top Belsavis. It's cool. Ooh. 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 That's so loud, man. Ooh. Ew, Corellia, get out of here. No one cares. Blech. No! No! That's a nice shot, though. I mean, some of these straight shots are good, except for the tram. Nobody wants to see that. Dantooine? Okay. Pretty nice. It's pretty nice. That's cool. Ooh, that one's nostalgic, too. Ooh. Ilum. 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 Pretty. Whoa. It's going so fast. Why are there so many finalists? Is this all like participation prizes? Is that what they're doing? Is that what they're going for? They don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. So they just show everyone that entered. You like the tram? Get out of here. That blasphemy. Pre-made's ruin pug PvP. Buff madness. Yeah, where are my healing buffs? Buff me, senpai. Okay. 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 That's kind of cool shot with the ship over there. I haven't even been to Runnock yet, I don't think. It looks pretty cozy. Maybe not so much anymore. It's kind of cozy. Boss. The Orange Haven. This is a lot of finalists, man. This is a lot of finalists.
Aw.
Wait.
I'm like about to ruin my eyeliner. I love that video so much.
Should we
the
bring,
music
should we
is
bring,
so
should we bring
good.
the specular video back so you can redo your eyeliner?
Oh my gosh, I need.
Breathe, homie. Breathe, homie.
Someone bring me a Trooper Arbor set that I need to look into. But congratulations to all the finalists. And again, we will be announcing winners in the near future.
What?
So, yeah, it's so beautiful. I had to show that off to all of you. All right, recap.
Yeah.
Oh, why people?
Yes,
People in
it's,
chatters can be
yeah, very, very excited
so
to finally be able
mean.
to share with
See,
everybody,
you get 3,000
everything that's
people in
coming
your
to
stream, then
Update
people
7.4.
start saying
I mean, this
stuff
isn't like a full comprehensive list, right? I
that
mean,
is
once
that's
you get
just
in
so
and start
rude.
Dive in and you'll get to see all of the rewards in the daily area and all the changes. Okay.
Yep.
So let's talk about it. Chains in the Dark storyline. You'll be going to Keston's Landing as Ashley and Caitlin walked you through. You'll be going back to Orbantel. Very, very excited to go back there. The team did such a killer job. It's such a cool area. There's lots of cool stuff to explore there. So very excited for all of you to start running around
Okay,
on
so
Orbantel.
are we
So many cool
rehashing everything
characters in there,
again?
too.
Is that
Like
what this
Gizmo
is?
Jam is probably my new favorite character. He's
We're just
the best.
rewatching.
And those who know me know my love of Kai Zykin. You'll understand why I love Gizmo Jam so much when you get in there.
The curator had me dying.
Yeah.
I was laughing so hard. It was so good. It's so good.
There's
y'all.
there's so many funny and good moments in this update. Man, I had some really good laugh out loud ones. We'll share them after you've played it. I will not spoil. New daily area.
You will not
tons
spoil?
of
Really?
stuff
You won't?
to do with
I
this
don't
daily
believe
area.
you.
Obviously, everything you'd expect from a daily area. Lots of little hidden stuff and surprises. We have a couple things we haven't even talked about.
All right, all
Today.
right.
You'll have to just find it on.
Explore.
Okay.
with
You're
the
not
new
spoiling
robot.
everything, I guess.
Talked about
Okay.
freedom. Take your best shot. See if you can take down freedom. See what you can do.
You know,
Freedom!
Sorry.
I mean, look, the best part about that is when Ashley was reading it out, Brooks literally put his arms up and said freedom behind the screen, and that's why Caitlin laughed.
Oh, yeah.
No one else saw it. I did. And I chuckled.
Freedom!
Brought me joy at least.
Oh my god.
The little things.
Okay.
You get to figure out what Lane's been having up to. Honestly, I think it's the first mission in Lane's storyline. Also, was one of the times that I genuinely laughed out loud during this as well. So one of my funny moments. But anyway, you get to continue with Lane's storyline and see what's been going on there as well. So
Yep.
good storylines there.
Cinematic lighting improvements,
Very
okay.
Cool stuff. This is one of those fun things.
I'm guessing
where,
that's it then.
If
they're just kind of running down everything again.
Because efforts like that aren't always little. We sneak in some tech improvements and some things like this that we don't always tell you about because they're hard for us to explain in a way that you'll look at and go, yep, that makes sense, awesome. And for you to also be excited about them, because as Ashley had talked about, we've actually been doing this for a few game updates and you didn't actually know. But then when we go, just kidding, press the red button, roll it out to everything, now we can kind of talk about it. So really excited that we finally get to tell you today that they've kind of been sneaking out there anyway. So excited for you to see them go across the whole game in 7.4. GTN revamp. Really excited about this one. This is definitely a place where we really want you to get on and hammer on it in 7.4. As you saw, some of it's standard UI.
Not bad, but no class changes. Unless they're going to throw some surprise info, it doesn't seem like it.
Definitely
No.
a place we want you to play with it.
Which is
hammer
kind of
on it,
boring.
yes, especially.
That's like the most
before it gets
exciting
out
thing
into
to
the
look
wild,
forward to.
Especially for those of you that are people, honestly, of my
I just
own
want my
own
buffs,
heart, who
man.
spend far too much
Sork
time just sitting in
heals,
front of a GTN
Sage
terminal
heals
when
need
we
some
play the game.
buffs, in my opinion.
So get in there, and we'll have a lot
Heals
of
in
great
general
suggestions
just need some
of how I
buffs.
want you to test the GTN when we get there.
Definitely, sure.
So let us
Yep.
know. Gearing changes.
It's having trouble
We
keeping
want
up with
you to be
damage
able
right now.
to turn your gear numbers up higher in 7.4, and so.
But that's
bigger
coming from a
path there.
healer,
We'll have
so.
even more explicit details about this. Even
I'm sure
beyond
most
what I
people in the
talked
game
about
would be like,
on
nah,
the forums when we
heals
posted
need
it.
nerfs.
Stay tuned for that. Like I said, Keith's excited about that one. Been talking about
Yeah, they're
that.
raising the gear
Light
cap.
Day. Guess who's
I
dapper
mean,
here?
it's just more grinding.
After you throw snowballs at people,
Like the officer uniform?
after you hug people and then throw snowballs at them, it all makes sense.
I mean, the
love
best
throwing
part,
snowballs.
the best
Like
part
that.
is like the
Great.
GTN changes
Cartel, my
and
God.
the new
again,
dyes, like the
seems there's a
metallic
lot
and
of excitement
chrome
for that, so
dyes. That's
definitely
about it.
keep
Those are the
thoughts
best
coming.
parts.
You won't get to see those really on PTS.
Everything
but once
else
we go
is just
live, we're gonna be
some of
very
the same.
interested in seeing your hot new fits, as the kids say. I don't know if that's
Cinematic lighting
been
could be nice. We'll see how it
gay.
kind of translates.
Just
But I feel like it's going to introduce a lot of bugs.
keep spoiling.
You want
keep
Sork
spoiling.
DPS
We gotta
nerf?
get there.
Okay.
You definitely. Did
I
hear
haven't
what
Sork
Keith just
DPS in a
said, so
while.
hold on a second.
So I don't know how it's hitting.
And then we went over the best view contest finalists. I see a couple of them
Madness is
in
broken?
chat,
Okay.
actually, so,
Sounds like I should start playing
yeah,
Madness.
I'm wishing all of you good luck. We're still voting on the winners, and we'll be announcing the winners soon on SWTOR.com and our social channels. So stay tuned for that.
Yep. And
So a
then,
lot of
course, play
finalists.
test everything. So PTS, ideally within the next week, we're hoping to have it up. Ideally this week. I don't know if we'll get there or not. We're still doing some internal testing to make sure we can get the build together and do all that stuff. Pretty much everything that is on this list, other than the places that we've called it out, and of course we don't put any narrative stuff on there so that you won't spoil anything before the game update is live, but it'll all be there to be tested for you. So you can expect tons of forum posts and tons of details and stuff on what you can test when we get there. So stay tuned for details. Like I said, we're trying to get up as fast as we
Yeah,
can.
the lighting could be
Close.
really good. We'll
Very,
see how
very
it kind of
close.
translates the
Soon with,
game.
like a TM bolt
For
that
sure. That could be really,
italics
really,
right
really
after
nice.
it.
There's
But it'll
been,
be
there's,
really, really soon
I've
as
always
soon
had
as
an
we
issue
get
with
it
the
up. So
lighting.
we are actively pushing to get it there.
Because most of the time, all the characters are
as
just so
soon as we
washed
can.
out.
Thank
We'll,
you,
we'll see
Keith.
how it looks.
Do you want to like
It's
officially
just
say it?
cinematics though, so like the game when you're actually playing the
And so we
game,
have
it's all gonna look
Keith
the
yelling
same.
off screen. We
It's
have
just
one-
in
we have
cutscenes
one
and
more thing
dialogue,
for you,
so
one more thing.
we'll see. Might be nice.
We have 7.
It looked pretty nice in
Yeah.
the
last
couple
thing we're
shots they
gonna end
showed
the
us.
stream with, we have new key art.
Well, bam! Isn't that beautiful?
So
Love
this
it.
is the Chains in the Dark key art. This is
See what
we're
they're
gonna end
doing.
the stream with
Word.
today.
Yep.
Chains in the Dark.
Yep. So this is So we have new game update. I'll leave you. All right. Yeah. Thank you, Keith.
Thank you, Keith.
Thank you, Keith. Thank you everybody who joined us on the stream today. Thank you, Ashley, Caitlin, Joe, Brian.
I don't know
for
about
joining
this
us on the
Keith
stream.
fellow.
Thank you, Jackie, who did just a tremendous amount of work in getting this all together. Thank you to everybody on the dev team who's not sitting in the
He
stream,
literally
who
opened
also,
up with, "We're
build
fixing a lot of
everything
bugs,
that we talk about. Thank
and
you
we're
for everything
introducing a
behind
lot
the
of them
camera
too."
and making creative jokes for us. And thank you all for joining.
Bruh,
Yep.
bruh. These things you just don't say.
Update 7.4.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh man, I should have had a
We'll
death
talk
counter
soon
going for
more about
this.
7.4.
Now that I look at
Coming to a
it,
household near you.
that would have been perfect for this. Next time I'll run the death counter. Is that it? We done? The lighting's already been put at the newer content. Yeah, but they're saying that they're updating it even further for cinematics. Like they've done lighting things and like graphical kind of changes with new expansions and stuff, but they're talking about cinematic lighting for like all of the content, all of it, from like level 1 to 80. Velasco didn't even last 3 seconds. Yeah, I mean it's all who's got the fastest ping at that point. Kind of mid on it. Yeah, we'll see how it looks. I feel like it is gonna just be really buggy, but we'll see. It looked nice from what they showed. Like you can see skin tone a little bit better with the lighting. It was more dynamic. It looked like an improvement, very subtly. But sorry, I meant as a whole stream. Oh yeah. I'm very mid. It's like a 5 out of 10. Nothing addressed that I would want addressed, like resolve system or the post CC on different level ground and things like that. More practical game mechanic bugs. They said they're fixing bugs, but they didn't go into what bugs. So it's like, I don't know. It's already in game in a lot of stuff. Okay. It removes the washed out look. Yeah, that's true. Too soon after tech updates, yeah. Yeah, just more gear to make it easier. I mean, I don't know if I agree that resolve is fine, because it's just so it's just so buggy. Like I'll be white barred, you know what I mean? And I'll break free from CC, but then I still can't move for like 2 or 3 seconds after I break CC. Things like that. That's what I mean by like resolve system. I think overall you should get resolve faster. Like slows should do twice as much resolve building. When I get CC'd, watch. If you watch my gameplay at all, I just like I'll break the CC and then I'll rubber band in place for like 3 seconds. And it's been like that for years. But that's what I mean by the resolve system. It's just CC in general. It's like you'll get CC'd, you'll break free of it, and then I still can't move for a few seconds. And it's just buggy like that. And I'm not the only one that's had that issue. Rubber banding is not tied to resolve though, but I get that. Yeah. That's just what I mean. I do think the resolve system does need addressing. Personally, you can disagree, but I think not being able to get a full resolve bar and you're stunned literally 6 or 7 times or rooted 6 or 7 times and you still can't move it's a little too much. It just needs to build resolve a little faster in my opinion. And I think a lot of people would agree. It's still stun wars. But no, it's not the worst. I obviously love PvP and enjoy PvP, so you know, I'm not going anywhere on it. It's not really gonna matter, but yeah, the post CC bugs like that, little things like that just need that haven't been addressed forever. That's all I want. That's all I want. But what up, Greater Good? I hope you're enjoying your spoils from the giveaway, dude. You cleaned house. Well, that's that. That was fun. I give it a 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10. They added some nice features. The GTN updates are nice. It's just some good quality of life stuff. The new dyes coming out in the Cartel market look really, really shiny, which I'm excited about. Other than that, I mean, an older model HK could be interesting. I like the idea of going back to Ord Mantell because Ord Mantell is really cool, but you know, it's kind of just the new world boss is literally reused assets. It's the same droid that we fought 100 times. It's nothing exciting. It's nothing cool. Yeah, 5 out of 10. It could have been worse. It could have been a lot better. We'll give it a 5. You always wanted a baby ranker? Nice. Congrats. But I agree that CC is too much in this game. Issue is without that, you can't really get to range and stuff. Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying like up and get rid of the resolve system, but I mean, it'd be rough, man. I was doing some PvP with my Sentinel last night just to kind of do some testing, and like it's like almost impossible to keep up with melee as a melee DPS. It's like it's so hard. Like there's lots of utilities to kind of stay in the fight and stuff, but like it's for melee DPS specifically, like all the roots and stuns are just, it's pretty wild. It's just a little too much. I just think that any CC, root, or stun should give just a little bit more resolve per. Instead of it taking like 6 or 7 or 8 roots to max out your resolve, it should only be like 2 or 3. Honestly, it should like half it for roots. But for stuns, I think stuns are actually in a good spot because stuns give a lot of resolve, like hard stuns. So I think they're in a good spot, but the roots giving you like no resolve and you're rooted in place for like 10 seconds or something. It's like, it's ridiculous. It's just way too long for PvP, especially when damage is where it's at, where you can just like 0 or 100 to 0 somebody within a matter of 5 seconds, but you can be stunned and rooted for 10. It doesn't really make sense. It's just a little out of balance. And I'm not asking for a lot. Just like tweak it a little, Tweak it a little, see how it goes. Maybe tweak it a little bit more if it needs a little bit more. Maybe have some creators on in Broadsword actually do PvP and like play it and are actually good at it, so they can have an idea. Or they pop into more content creators streams or watch their content on YouTube and stuff and get the feedback that way, since they're the ones playing PvP and stuff the most. You know, little things like that. I'd rather them take a more personal relationship in that regard of like the people that are playing the game the most and at like the highest level and probably the longest. A lot of them are going to be PvPers. A lot of them are. So just taking a closer look at that. But just the only PvP news that they had was there's going to be another season. Cool. That's fine, but I mean, I would like updates. I would like you to actually look into what the player base of PvP would like. The little things. It's awesome news. The game isn't dying. Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's a good point, Admiral. That's a good point. Like, they're putting effort towards things, some good quality of life stuff. Again, 5 out of 10 on my end. 5 out of 10. But nothing was addressed that really gets me super excited, except for the metallic and chrome dye. That's exciting. But the quality of life on GTN, it's nice, but it's not like, it's not groundbreaking. I can do the math on the side, but it's nice. Quality of life is nice. The only thing that kind of got me excited was like the chrome dye and stuff, because it's Space Barbie, and it looks good. But the cinematic lighting could be cool too. So we'll see. 5 out of 10. That's my rating. Could have been way better. Could have been way worse. So it's fine. But nothing groundbreaking to the game. No class changes or anything, which isn't that exciting. But it's all right. Coach Young, thank you for the follow. Well, I am actually going to call it